My child, God says, listen to me with the deepest attention your soul can give, because what I am about to reveal to you is not ordinary, not casual, not something you can push aside for later, not something you can postpone until you feel ready. God says, this is an emergency in the spiritual realm, because something extremely good, extremely life-changing, extremely powerful is being released toward you, and if you ignore this message, you will cry later not because of pain, but because you will realize you almost missed the biggest blessing I have been preparing for you for a long, long time. God says, I am speaking to you now with urgency because the timing of heaven has aligned. And when heaven aligns, your life shifts in a way that human logic cannot understand. You have been praying, crying, hoping, longing, whispering things under your breath that no one else heard but me. You have been struggling with unseen battles, carrying invisible weight on your chest, fighting storms that you never admitted out loud. God says, I saw everything. I counted every tear. I measured every heartbreak. I stood beside you every night when you thought you were alone. And now I am saying to you, very good news is coming your way, and it is coming faster than you think, earlier than you expect, and bigger than you imagined. God says, I am ordering you to open your spirit right now. Because before tonight at 11:57 p.m., the spiritual gates connected to your destiny will shift in your favor. This is not a joke, not an illusion, not a coincidence. Heaven doesn't waste timing. Heaven doesn't send warnings for entertainment. Heaven doesn't repeat a message unless it is critical for your future. I am repeating myself because I want you to know this clearly. You must not skip this message. If you skip it, if you ignore it, if you treat it lightly, you will cry later when you realize how close you were to a breakthrough that could change your entire next decade. God says, I don't want your tears of regret. I want your tears of joy. That is why I am calling you urgently. Loudly, lovingly, powerfully. God says, you are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. I am protecting you. I am surrounding you. I am defending you. I am guiding you. You only need to trust me, trust my timing, and pray with a heart that is open and ready. My child, God says, the very good news that I am sending toward you is something that has been blocked for months, maybe even years. Someone tried to delay it. Someone tried to interfere with your blessing. Someone spoke negative words about you. Someone tried to make you feel like you didn't deserve happiness, success, peace, or love. But God says, what is yours is yours. What I wrote in your destiny cannot be deleted by anyone. Cannot be stolen by anyone, cannot be broken by anyone. The enemy tried to slow it down, but now I am speeding it up. You are entering a divine acceleration. Things that usually take months will take days. Things that usually take years will take weeks. What usually requires connections will require nothing but my favor. I am sending you very good news that will make your heart shake, your soul gasp, and your eyes fill with tears, not of confusion, but of overwhelming gratitude. God says, you have been living with this quiet heaviness inside you. You have been waking up feeling uncertain about the future, wondering when life will finally turn in your favor, waiting for something big. Something meaningful, something powerful. You've been silently asking me, God, when? God, why not yet? God, why is it taking so long? And now I am responding, it took time because I was preparing something bigger than you expected. Good news is one thing, but divine good news is another. Divine good news does not come slowly, it arrives suddenly. Divine good news does not come small, it comes overflowing. Divine good news does not come to test you, it comes to reward you. And my child, you are now stepping into a season of divine good news. God says, I know you are tired. I know your spirit feels like it has been carrying mountains. I know you have been pushing yourself even when you felt empty inside. You tried to stay strong for others. You tried to smile when life felt unfair. You tried to stay patient even when you felt unseen. You tried to wait without complaining. And though you are exhausted, you kept holding on to me. That is why I am blessing you. That is why something very good is coming your way. That is why I am sending you this urgent message. You earned this blessing with your faith, with your resilience, with your hidden strength, with your refusal to give up even when everything around you was pushing you to surrender. God says, my timing is tonight. Before 11:57 p.m., something shifts in the invisible realm around you. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but your soul will feel it. Your spirit will sense a change. Your heart will suddenly feel lighter. Your mind will feel clearer. Your intuition will become stronger. Your path will become more visible. I am rearranging things behind the scenes. People who never thought of helping you will suddenly think of you. Situations that seemed dead will suddenly revive. Opportunities that disappeared will suddenly return. And blessings that were stuck will suddenly move. God says, I have seen who hurt you. I have seen who lied to you. I have seen who pretended to care but secretly envied you. But none of them have the power to block what I am giving you. You have survived too much, endured too much, sacrificed too much. And now you will experience too much goodness. You are entering a season where you will look back and say, now I understand why God made me wait. Now I see why God removed certain people. Now I know why God took me through storms. It was because He was protecting me from things I couldn't see. God says, do not doubt me. Do not question my timing. Do not think your prayers were wasted. Every prayer you whispered reached heaven. Every tear you cried was collected. Every moment you felt lonely, I was standing beside you. Every night you felt afraid, I was guarding you. Every time you thought you were forgotten, I was preparing a blessing that was worth the silence. And now the silence is breaking. This is why I am telling you, very good news is coming for you. You won't just hear it. You will feel it. You will celebrate it. You will testify about it. God says, you must not skip this. When heaven sends an urgent message, it means the door is open right now. And my child, your door is open. Your blessing is active. Your miracle is in motion. Your breakthrough is already released. The angels assigned to your life are already carrying the package of favor that your soul has been waiting for. Do not let fear silence your faith. Do not let overthinking delay your blessing. And do not let doubt whisper lies in your mind. Trust me. Trust my timing. Trust my voice. You have nothing to be afraid of. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe in my hands. You may feel small, but God says, I have placed powerful favor around you. You may feel unsupported, but I have already chosen people who will help you in the coming days. You may feel uncertain, but I have already secured your path. You may feel tired, but I am giving you new strength. You may feel like nothing is happening, but everything is happening behind the scenes. That is why this message is urgent. That is why I called you. That is why I am speaking to you now. God says, there is something you are waiting for, something specific, something personal, something that matters deeply to your heart. You may not have told anyone about it. You may have kept it hidden inside you. But I know what it is. And I am telling you, very good news is coming connected to that exact thing. You will receive a message, a call, a sign, or an opportunity that will make your heart leap. You will feel my presence in a strong way. You will feel guided. You will feel protected. You will feel seen. God says, you have been in a season of waiting, but tonight marks the end of that waiting. Tonight marks the opening of a new cycle. Tonight marks the arrival of something you have been praying for. Tonight marks the moment your destiny moves forward. Do not ignore the spiritual pull you are feeling right now. Do not ignore the intuition inside you. It is me. I am speaking to you. I am calling you. I am urging you. God says, I want you to breathe. Slow down. Listen. My presence is wrapping around you even now. You may feel a warmth in your chest, a sudden calmness, goosebumps, or a shift in your energy. These are signs that your spirit is receiving my message. I am comforting you. I am reassuring you. I am speaking life into you. You are chosen, not forgotten. You are protected, not abandoned. You are rising, not falling. You are moving forward, not stuck. God says, you will not lose. You will not fail. You will not break. You will not collapse. You will not go backward. You will not be embarrassed. You will not be defeated. I am with you. And if I am with you, nothing can stand against you. I am guiding you. I am carrying you. I am surrounding you with divine protection, my child. You have no idea how close you are to a breakthrough. You have no idea how close you are to a miracle. You have no idea how close you are to a blessing that will change your entire life. But I know. And that is why I am sending this urgent message. Before tonight 11:57 p.m., you will feel a powerful shift, not in fear, but in hope. Not in anxiety, but in divine assurance. Not in doubt, but in faith. God says, trust me. Pray. Keep your heart open. And remember, if I am sending you this message, it means the blessing has already started moving toward you. I am aligning every piece, every person, every moment. You will not miss what is meant for you. You will not be too late. You will not be forgotten. You will not be passed over. You are stepping into the good news that has your name written on it. God says, my child, I love you. I protect you. I guide you. And now, I bless you, my child. Listen closely, because what I am about to tell you is not something the world is ready to hear, but heaven is choosing you at this very moment. God says, I am reaching for you in this exact second because something sacred, something rare, something divinely timed is moving toward you faster than you can imagine. It is an emergency in the spiritual realm. Not to frighten you, but to awaken the part of your heart that has been silent for too long. God says, very good news is coming, news that will shift your life in a way you could never explain to another person, news that has been held back, delayed, blocked, resisted by forces that did not want you to rise. But heaven has changed the timeline. Heaven has declared, no more delay. No more interference. No more pain that does not belong to your destiny. My child, I order you to open your heart, your spirit, your attention, because tonight before 11:57 p.m. something is unlocking, and if you ignore this moment, you will miss what was written for you since the beginning of your life. You have cried silently. You have carried burdens that no one understood. You walked through days when even breathing felt like a battle, and you thought no one noticed, but God watched every step. God says, I am not letting your tears go to waste. Every tear was a seed, and now the harvest is arriving. But heaven is urgent, because the window is small. What is meant for you is descending now, and if you turn away, if you become distracted, if you let your fear rise louder than your faith, you may not recognize the miracle when it touches your life. Heaven is calling your name repeatedly, like a whisper from deep inside your chest that you cannot ignore. My child, you must trust me. Nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe under my wings. You have always been safe, even when you felt alone, even when you felt abandoned by the world, even when you thought the darkness would swallow you whole. I never left you, God says. I am giving you a message that only you were chosen to receive. Not your family. Not your friends. Not the people who lied to you, used you, or pretended to care. I am speaking to you because I have chosen you for a breakthrough that will shock even the people who underestimated you. There is a shift happening around you, and the angels have been working non-stop to clear the path. Archangel Michael has been standing guard at your door, shielding you from energies and people who tried to interfere with your blessings. He knows how close you are to a breakthrough, and this is why the urgency is so strong. Heaven is not shouting, heaven is warning with love. Do not skip this message. Do not ignore this divine moment. Tonight something unfolds, my child. You have been in a long season of waiting. You prayed for answers, for direction, for a sign. You begged God to show you the truth, to reveal what has been hidden, to open the right door, to close the wrong ones. And God says, now everything is being revealed. The truth that was kept from you, the blessing that was delayed, the miracle that was stored for the right timing, all of it is rushing toward you. But heaven needs your obedience. Heaven needs your attention. Heaven needs you to listen without distraction. You are steps away from the good news that will break every chain from your past. God says, do not fear anything anymore. The things that once threatened you cannot touch you now. The people who wished for your downfall will soon witness your elevation. The spiritual attacks that tried to exhaust you, confuse you, poison your hope, they have all failed. You survived what was designed to destroy you, and because of that, the blessing coming your way is larger than the pain you endured. Heaven is rewarding your endurance. Heaven is rewarding your loyalty. Heaven is rewarding the faith you held even when you were shaking, even when you felt broken. Even when you felt like giving up, my child, you need to understand that not everyone receives a message like this. Not everyone is chosen. Not everyone is protected the way you are protected. There is something different about your soul, something pure, something bright, something ancient that God placed in you. You were not meant to live an ordinary life. You were meant to walk through storms others couldn't survive, because your story carries a divine purpose. The blessing arriving is not just for you, it is for every generation connected to you. The curse ends with you. The struggle ends with you. The suffering ends with you. The blessing begins with you. God says, you are only moments away from very good news. Someone is about to speak your name with honor. A door is about to open that has been locked for years. A path is about to be cleared that once looked impossible. A message is approaching you, a call, an opportunity, a sign that will confirm everything you felt in your spirit but couldn't explain to others. You are entering a time when life will start moving fast. Miracles will unfold smoothly. Favor will surround you like sunlight. People will notice a change in you, a glow, a peace, a strength that doesn't make sense to them. They will wonder what happened, but only you will know that God stepped in. My child, there were people who tried to distract you from your blessings. People who were jealous of your destiny. People who pretended to care but secretly hoped you would fail. People who smiled at your face but did not have love in their hearts for you. God says, do not worry about them anymore. Their power over your life is gone. Their influence has been shattered. Their words have no authority in heaven. I have removed them from your path. The only reason they are still thinking about you is because they can feel, spiritually, that something big is coming for you. They don't know what it is, but they sense your elevation. They sense your breakthrough. They sense that God's hand is on you. That is why they fear you now. That is why they regret what they did. That is why they cannot rest. Because the blessing coming to you is undeniable, God says, remain calm. Remain faithful. Remain still. I am fighting battles you cannot even see. I am lifting burdens from your shoulders that you carried for far too long. I am healing wounds that you hid from everyone, even from yourself. I am restoring your spirit, renewing your mind, strengthening your heart. You have no idea how many angelic interventions have already happened for you. You do not know how many disasters were blocked, how many betrayals were prevented, how many traps were destroyed before you ever stepped into them. You are alive today because heaven defended you. You are here today because your purpose is bigger than the pain. You are breathing today because your destiny has not yet been fulfilled. My child, something unusual is happening around you. You may feel restless. You may feel a sudden pull in your chest. You may feel as if time is running faster. You may feel emotional without knowing why. This is not confusion. This is not fear. This is spiritual alignment. God says, I am preparing your spirit for what is coming. I am adjusting your energy so you can receive. I am opening your intuition so you can see what you once ignored. I am sharpening your discernment so that nobody can fool you again. You are stepping into a season of clarity, truth, blessing, and divine timing, tonight before 11:57 p.m. Something will shift in the spiritual realm. A release will occur. A divine notification will be delivered to your soul. The chains that held you for years will break. The emotional heaviness that kept you tired will lift. The financial blockages that made you feel stuck will melt away. The loneliness that wounded your heart will fade. God says, the very good news coming is not just good, it is life-changing. It will take you from stagnation to movement, from waiting to receiving, from surviving to thriving. My child, you must hear me when I say this. Do not leave this message unread. Do not walk away. Do not ignore the divine urgency in your spirit. Heaven is calling you for a reason. You are not reading this by accident. You were guided here, pulled here, brought here by a force greater than you. God says, if you ignore this moment, you will cry later, not because I punished you, but because you will realize how close you were to the miracle that had your name on it. But if you stay, if you listen, if you open your heart and trust me, your life will shift in a way that will make you fall to your knees in gratitude. You are safe. You are protected. Nothing will go wrong with you. The fear you have carried is dissolving. The anxiety that has been sitting in your chest is fading. The overthinking is losing its grip on you. God says, breathe. I am here. I am watching over you. I am guiding you. I am walking with you. You are not alone in the darkness. You never were. The angels surround you now, filling the room where you are, covering you, guarding you, whispering peace into your spirit. My child, I know what you want. I know what you dream of. I know what you have been praying for. I know the secret desires you never told anyone. I know the fears you hide, the wounds you hide, the heartbreak you hide. God says, I know you better than you know yourself, and I am giving you the next chapter that your soul has been longing for. You are done suffering. You are done begging for love. You are done chasing answers. You are done being undervalued. You are done being overlooked. Your time has come, God says. The good news approaching you will feel like relief, like freedom, like warmth after a cold season, like sunlight returning after years of darkness. It will feel like a weight being lifted from your soul. It will feel like something you lost returning, my child. Listen closely, because this message is not arriving by accident, not by coincidence, not by random timing. It is coming to you with divine urgency, wrapped in a spiritual echo that keeps repeating itself around you because heaven is trying to get your attention tonight. God says, it's an emergency. Very good news is coming for you, but if you leave this message unfinished, you will cry later because you will miss something meant only for you. God is speaking to you right now, and heaven is watching whether you continue reading or whether you walk away from the blessing that has already begun forming in the unseen realm. God says, open this immediately before tonight 11:57 p.m. Don't skip me. Don't walk away from the message that I am sending only to you. You may not realize it, but the spiritual world has been shaking, shifting, preparing something that has your name written on it. For a long time, you felt like nothing was moving, like nothing was changing, like your prayers were hanging in the air unanswered. But God wants you to know that nothing was ignored. Not a single tear. Not a single hope. Not a single lonely night. Not a single moment where you felt like you were forgotten. God says He saw everything. Every disappointment. Every betrayal. Every time someone spoke negatively about you. Every time someone underestimated your value. Every time you tried to be strong while your heart was breaking. Every time you had to tell yourself, I will survive this, even when you didn't know how. But tonight, before 11:57 p.m., a spiritual gate opens for you. A divine shift. A moment written in heaven long before you were born. God is saying, I am sending you very good news. You are about to step into something that will change the direction of your life. But you must not ignore this message. He is warning you, not because you are in danger, but because He doesn't want you to miss the blessing. You are safe. You are protected. Nothing bad is coming for you. But something big is coming to you, God says. You just have to trust me and pray to me. You don't have to fight this battle. I have already won it. You don't even realize how close you are to a breakthrough. You don't see how close you are to a miracle that will make sense of every struggle. You don't understand how heaven has already assigned angels around you, preparing doors to open that were locked for years. God says, you have been carrying pain that I never intended for you to carry. You have been strong for too long. You have survived storms that would have destroyed other people. You have walked through darkness with no one helping you. But I was walking with you the whole time. And now, God says, it's my turn to restore you. There is a reason this message found you at this exact hour. God says your spirit is ready for what your mind cannot yet comprehend, and your heart is ready for what your eyes haven't seen. Someone tried to block you. Someone tried to send negativity toward you. Someone spoke words against your destiny. Someone envied your path because they sensed your blessing before you did. God saw all of it. He intervened quietly, without letting you know, because He didn't want the enemy to see your protection. Tonight, heaven is revealing what was hidden. God says, you are chosen. I am not asking you, I am ordering you to open this message fully. Because it carries something that will activate a blessing in your life. There is a divine reason the time was said clearly, 11:57 p.m. Not 11:55. Not 12 o'clock. But 11:57, because heaven works with perfect precision. That is the moment your spiritual window opens. That is the moment your name is spoken in the heavenly realm. That is the moment the blessing begins to descend toward your life. God says, very good news is on its way to you, news that will calm your heart, news that will change your situation, news that will make you cry tears of relief instead of tears of pain. You have cried alone. You have suffered silently. You have fought battles no one knows about. You have carried burdens that were too heavy for one person. But God says, now it is my turn to carry you. He is bringing someone into your life who will support you in ways no one has before. He is removing someone from your life who has been draining your spirit. He is opening a financial door that will relieve a pressure you have been struggling with quietly. God says, things are about to get better for you faster than you think. I am accelerating your blessing. There is something heaven has been preparing behind the scenes, a message, a miracle, a breakthrough, a release, a transformation. Something that was delayed is now being delivered. Something that was blocked is now being unlocked. Something that was paused is now being activated. Something that was closed is now opening. God says, do not doubt what I can do. You are closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been. There is a reason you felt tired lately. A reason you felt drained. A reason you felt like you were right on the edge of giving up. It wasn't weakness. It wasn't failure. It was spiritual resistance, because the enemy knows that what God is sending you is bigger than what you lost. And he tried to discourage you right before the breakthrough arrived, but God says, I am protecting you. I am guiding you. I am lifting you. And nothing will go wrong for you. You are safe. This is why he is insisting, urging, even warning you, do not skip this message. Do not walk away before reading everything. Your life is entering a new chapter. A chapter written by God, not by your past, not by your fears, not by the people who hurt you. God says, I am rewriting your story from this moment onward. You are about to receive a sign. It might come as a message, a call, a number, a dream, an unexpected opportunity, a sudden shift, or a person saying something that touches your spirit. God says, don't ignore it. Recognize it. It is from me. There is a blessing waiting to fall into your hands. It is already prepared. It is already released. It is already yours. You just had to reach this moment. God says, you survived long enough. Now it's time for you to live. It's time for you to breathe. It's time for you to receive. Heaven is shifting things around you right now, even as you read this. An angel has been assigned to break a chain in your life. An angel has stepped into your situation, preparing your miracle. God says, you will not leave this year empty-handed. You will not leave this season defeated. You will rise. Your blessing is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not something you have seen before. It is divine. It is rare. It is tailored for you. Someone is going to speak your name in a room you have never entered. Someone is going to think of you and bless you unexpectedly. Someone is going to help you without you asking. God says, I am positioning people for you. Everything that was stolen from you, peace, happiness, opportunities, confidence, love, God is returning it. But not the same way. Better. Stronger. Greater. God says, you don't have to fear anymore. You don't have to doubt anymore. You just need to trust Him. Pray to Him. Stay connected to Him. And do not ignore the signs He is sending you. Tonight, before 11:57 p.m., you will feel something shift in your spirit. It may feel like peace. It may feel like warmth. It may feel like clarity. It may feel like a sudden emotional release. That is the sign that heaven is touching your life. God says, very good news is coming. Do not let go of this message. Do not leave it incomplete. I am speaking directly to your soul. You are closer to your miracle than you think. And nothing, not fear, not people, not negativity, not delay, can stop what God is about to do for you next. Your blessing is written. Your breakthrough is sealed. Your protection is guaranteed. Your miracle is on schedule. God says, trust me. Your life is about to change. My child, God is speaking to you right now in a moment chosen before you were even born, and He says this is an emergency for your spirit, your heart, and your destiny. The message that is opening in front of you is not ordinary, not accidental, not random. It is heaven stepping into your timeline because something important is approaching you before tonight at 11:57 p.m. God says the good news coming toward you is so powerful that if you miss it, if you turn away from it, if you ignore the signal He is sending right now, you will cry later wondering why you didn't listen. But God does not want you to cry. God does not want you to suffer. God does not want you to miss the blessing that is standing right outside the door of your life. God wants you to be at peace, to trust Him, to breathe slowly, to open this message with your full heart, because He is protecting you. God says you are safe. He says nothing will go wrong with you. He says this clearly so your fear can melt away, so your confusion can quiet down, and so your spirit can rise. This moment is for you. Heaven has paused its flow to reach out to you with something that carries divine urgency, something that carries the scent of miracles, something that carries the vibration of a long-awaited breakthrough. You have prayed for clarity. You have asked for answers. You have cried when no one saw you. You have been strong when you felt weak inside. And now God says the time has come for you to see what was hidden, to receive what was delayed, and to step into what belongs to you. God says very good news is coming to you. Not small news. Not temporary news. Not a moment that fades away. Something solid, something real, something long-lasting, something you will remember forever is on its way. Heaven has moved pieces behind the scenes. Angels have traveled across spiritual pathways to guide certain people toward you. A specific blessing has been assigned to your name. It cannot go to anyone else. It cannot be taken away. It cannot be replaced. But you must not skip this message. You must not delay this moment. You must not treat this lightly, because the moment the clock hits 11:57 p.m. tonight, a shift will be released, and God wants you to be aligned with it. My child, God says the reason there is urgency is because you have reached a spiritual doorway that opens for a short period of time. It is the doorway of divine favor, divine breakthrough, divine timing, divine intervention. This doorway opens only when heaven arranges a sequence of events in perfect harmony. Right now, those events are aligned for you. Everything is set. Everything is prepared. Everything is in place. But you must walk through with faith, not fear. You must trust that God is holding your hand. You must believe that you are not alone, not forgotten, not ignored, not abandoned. God says He has watched your pain, He has seen your struggles, He has counted your tears, and He knows the weight that sits on your chest at night. But He also says that there is something bigger prepared for you, something that will bring relief, something that will make sense of everything you endured, something that will make you sigh in gratitude. This good news will touch multiple parts of your life. It will touch your finances, your relationships, your health, your peace, your home, and even your dreams. God says He is not sending you half a blessing. He is not sending a small answer. He is not sending you just a temporary uplift. No, He is sending the beginning of a transformation. This message is meant to prepare your spirit so you can receive it. God says you have been feeling strange energy lately. Some moments you feel hopeful, other moments you feel tired. Some moments you feel like something big is coming, other moments you feel discouraged for no reason. This shift you are feeling inside is not confusion, it is spiritual transition. You are walking out of an old season that has drained you for too long, and stepping into a new one that will refill your spirit. But your old energy cannot enter this new season. That is why you feel heavy at times. That is why you feel emotional at times. You are shedding what is not meant to join the blessing coming at 11:57 p.m. God says someone has spoken your name in a room you have never entered. A door is opening because of a conversation you were not physically present for. Someone has remembered you, someone has noticed your effort, someone has been guided to move toward you. Heaven whispers into the minds of people at the right time, and someone is now being led to bring something into your life, a message, an opportunity, a blessing, a shift. This is part of the good news coming. Heaven chooses people as carriers of miracles, and one has been assigned to you, but God says the urgency is not because something bad will happen. The urgency is because something good is too close. And when blessings approach, distractions also rise. When breakthroughs come near, doubt tries to enter. When favor is ready to land, fear tries to whisper that nothing will change. God says do not listen to fear. Do not listen to doubt. Do not listen to negative thoughts. Open your heart. Open your spirit. This is your moment. God says that lately you have been seeing repeated signs, numbers, feelings, dreams, or unexpected coincidences. These signs are not random. They are divine signals. Heaven has been calling you, reminding you, nudging you, preparing you. Every sign was a small invitation leading to this big moment. Tonight at 11:57 p.m. is a turning point in your spiritual timeline. God says that a strong wave of divine favor will surround your life, and this message is the preparation. My child, God says you have been fighting internal battles